Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think that's possibly true. And I've got a little. I don't know what you'd call this. It's not a an acronym. It's 631, 631, which I don't. It's not even a mnemonic. But the idea in my head is that at an individual level, I think each individual should look to increase their skills in 6 areas a year. And those don't need to be big areas, but 6 discrete things. So it's kind of once every couple of months, you're focused on one particular topic.
Yeah.
And so those things are likely, but not exclusively, but likely to be mainly relatively technical skills related to your particular role. But they could be a bit broader, again, reflecting your own individual circumstances. And those 6 things should be self-service in that you're a person who's part of a broader company training initiative. It's stuff that you say, right, I need to do this. I'll go ahead and do it. I've got access to the resources. That's your 6. The 3 is, again, roughly speaking, it might be 2, it might be 4, but 3 is a good number for 3 cross team upskilling initiatives. So it might be there are 3 themes a year where we say, as a team, we're going to focus on getting even better at. So it might be bringing consumer insights into the strategy development process, or it might be ensuring that our activation plans leverage each of the 4 Ps and are linked back to our where to play choices, something like that. So 3 big themes that everybody gets involved in, and as a group, they improve. And then the 1 is once a year to take a look at the enablers of that, the operating model that sits behind that or alongside that, to
Mm,
say, again, it could be personally, it could be at a team level. Have we got the right ways of working? Have we got clarity about um, the tech we're using? Have we got clarity about roles and responsibilities? Is the culture right? Those sorts of things. So with that 631, it means that everyone's individually developing themselves. The whole team is moving forward, and then the enablers that sit under that are being thought about as well. So that feels like a neat way of giving some shape to what otherwise might seem a little bit amorphous. What do you think?
I have to say, I really like that, Paul. What you're not talking about there, which I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, is courses that you may purchase external to your organization. You're talking about things that people can do themselves individually, but also across team, so that they can upskill in particular areas. There's some quite practical things that people can do and embed within existing kind of work streams and structures and ways of working. So it feels very achievable.
Yeah, so you're right. So on the 6, it
Yeah.
might be that you focus on, I don't know, a particular aspect of influencer marketing for a particular role. You might go into LinkedIn Learning, find some really good resources in LinkedIn Learning, and then follow that through in terms of let's apply that learning, maybe do a bit of search externally to get an idea of what good practice looks like. And then after a period of 2 months, say, well, I've gone from here to here in terms of what I know about this particular topic. And if you did that 6 times, as you say, because it's linked to one's actual work and it's personal, it's not going to feel like a heavy lift. It's going to feel like it's helping you because you're
Yeah.
actually getting better at stuff that you do on a regular basis.
And do you think, do you think that, well, I was chatting to someone about this, some similar thing this week. We were mapping out these 2 core projects that kind of overlap, and we're trying to work out the work streams and the outputs that fall underneath them. Quite a big, hefty project. At the bottom, we had enablers, actually, and one of them was culture and like how we embed culture, ways of working to support how we're going to do this, basically, and set ourselves up in the future to take these things on. So it's
Mm.
really pertinent to me, and I agree that I'm going to take that one back, basically, the
Great.
631.
631.
Yeah, love that. Great stuff. No, I agree with it as well, Paul. I think it's really true. And I wonder, and I think actually, I think there's so many things you could learn as a marketer that actually having some structure around it and a framework like the 631 is a good way of thinking about it to get people focus of mind as well. So,
Just get something that lands in people's heads and they think, yeah,
yeah,
I can do that. So
Yeah.
that's what